Did you know that 80% of the exercises people do are practically useless? I didn't believe it at first either, until I looked at the science. Turns out, your body only needs 5 key movements to stay strong, mobile, and injury-free for life. Don't do these, and you're setting yourself up for inevitable pain and stiffness problems as you age. Ever feel like your back is stuck in a constant state of suffering, no matter how much you stretch? I used to think that was just part of getting older, but what if the advice we've been following to protect our backs is actually making things worse? There's one exercise that changed everything for me: the Jefferson curl. And no, it's not just another stretch. It's actually a strength exercise for your spine. We've always been told to keep our backs straight and avoid bending, but what if that's exactly why so many people struggle with stiffness and pain? Here's how it works. You start by standing on a platform with feet hip-width apart, holding a light weight in your hands. Then, you slowly tuck your chin to your chest and begin rolling down one vertebra at a time, letting the weight pull you deeper. Once you reach your lowest point, arms hanging and spine fully rounded, pause for a second. Then, reverse the movement, stacking each vertebra until you're standing tall again. This might sound risky at first, but research shows that our spines are way stronger than we actually think. In fact, studies show that our spinal discs and tissues adapt to movement, just like muscles do. That means the Jefferson curl can actually make your back more flexible, mobile, and pain-free over time. And the crazy part is that most studies warning against spinal bending were done on cadavers. A dead spine doesn't adapt, but yours does. So if your back always feels tight, maybe stretching isn't the answer. You might think squats are the ultimate leg exercise, but what if I told you there's something even better? An exercise that protects your knees, builds serious strength, and almost no one does. Imagine an exercise where you're kneeling, leaning back, and your quads are working overtime to stop you from falling. And get this, a study found that eccentric exercises like this one can reduce knee pain by 40%. That's huge! It's like putting armor on your knees and protecting them from injuries before they even happen. Athletes use it to protect their knees from wear and tear, but it's just as powerful for anyone who wants stronger and pain-free legs. It's called the reverse Nordic curl, and once you try it, you'll never look at leg training the same way again. The key is control. You start on your knees, keeping your body straight from head to knees. Instead of sitting back, you engage your core and lean backward as slowly as possible. Your quads stretch and fire at the same time, resisting the pull of gravity. When you reach your limit, you use your quads to pull yourself back up. If you rush through it, you will miss all the benefits. The slower, the better. But why is it so effective? The reverse Nordic curl does something special. Unlike regular squats, it stretches and strengthens your quads at the same time, which is crucial for knee stability and injury prevention. But it's not just about pain. This exercise also improves balance. Think about it. How often do you hear about people falling and hurting themselves? The reverse Nordic curl trains stability, helping you move better and stay injury-free as you age. Lifting weights is great, but real strength isn't just about lifting, it's about carrying. In everyday life, you don't just pick things up and put them down. You hold, move, and control weight while staying balanced and stable. This movement trains your entire body to stay strong, stable, and controlled under load. It's a true test of real-world strength that challenges more than just your muscles. It's called the farmer's walk. All you do is pick up something heavy in each hand and walk. Sounds simple, but once you try it, you'll feel how much it tests your grip, posture, and endurance all at once. So what muscles does it build? Your grip, forearms, shoulders, traps, upper back, core, glutes, and legs all have to work together. And here's why it matters. Studies show that grip strength is a major indicator of overall health and longevity. The stronger your grip, the lower your risk of injuries, weakness, and even heart disease as you age. To do it, grab 2 heavy weights, dumbbells, kettlebells, or anything that challenges your grip. Stand tall, pull your shoulders back, and walk forward without letting the weight control you. Stay balanced, stay strong, and keep going until your grip gives out. This is one of the simplest and most powerful exercises you can do. One move that builds total body strength and endurance for life. Did you know that most workouts ignore an entire range of movement? We squat, lunge, and deadlift, but these only move us up and down, forward and back. The problem? Life doesn't happen in straight lines. So why should your workouts? There's one exercise that fixes this. It strengthens your legs, improves flexibility, and boosts stability all at once. It's called the Cossack squat, and it works your lower body in a way that traditional exercises don't. Instead of just moving straight up and down, you shift side to side, challenging your hips, knees, and ankles in a whole new way. Research shows that training side-to-side movements can reduce fall risk by up to 50%. And how do you do it? Start in a wide stance, with your feet much farther apart than a regular squat. Keep your chest up, core tight, and your weight evenly distributed. Now, shift your weight to one side, bending your knee as you lower yourself while keeping the other leg straight. Your straight leg should feel a deep stretch in the inner thigh, while your working leg fires up to control the movement. Go as low as you comfortably can, then push back up to the center and switch sides. It might feel awkward at first, but that's a sign you're fixing weak spots that need it. Lifting weights is great, but can you lift yourself? Imagine hanging from a bar. Your arms are straight, your body is still, and the only way up is pulling yourself with pure strength. No jumping and no swinging, just you versus gravity. Sounds easy? Try it. No machines, no cheating, just raw power. That's what a pull-up is. And when you get really strong, you can add weight to make it even harder. This exercise makes your back, arms, and hands crazy strong. Did you know? Pull-ups were used in military fitness tests for decades. If you couldn't do them, you weren't strong enough to pass. NASA astronauts train with pull-ups because they mimic movements needed in zero gravity. Studies show that people with stronger grip strength tend to live longer, which means doing pull-ups could literally help you live a longer, healthier life. To do a proper pull-up, start by grabbing the bar with your palms facing away, slightly wider than shoulder width. Engage your core and keep your legs straight or slightly bent at the knees to avoid swinging. As you pull yourself up, lead with your chest and keep your elbows moving toward your sides, not flaring out. The goal is to get your chin over the bar, then lower yourself slowly and with control until you return to a dead hang. If bodyweight pull-ups become easy, you can add weight using a dip belt, a dumbbell between your feet, or a weighted vest to keep progressing. Knowing these 5 exercises is one thing, but how do you actually use them in your training? You don't need to spend hours in the gym. Just 2 to 3 sessions a week is enough to build real strength, mobility, and resilience. Start by performing each exercise for 3 to 4 sets, focusing on slow, controlled movements rather than rushing through reps. For the Jefferson curl, begin with a very light weight and do 8 to 10 reps, gradually increasing resistance as your flexibility improves. With the reverse Nordic curl, aim for 6 to 8 slow reps per set. If you can go lower without pain, great, but never rush this one. For the Cossack squat, go for 10 reps per side, moving smoothly and keeping your form tight. If you struggle with balance, hold on to something for support until your mobility improves. The weighted pull-up is all about strength. If you can't do them yet, start with body weight and aim for 4 to 6 reps per set. Once that becomes easy, start adding weight and gradually increase to 8 to 10 reps. Finally, the farmer's walk is your finisher. Pick up the heaviest weights you can manage and walk for 30 to 45 seconds per set. Focus on posture, shoulders back, core tight, and no slouching. If you're a beginner, do this routine twice a week with a rest day in between. If you're more advanced, 3 sessions per week will help you build strength even faster. This isn't just another workout, it's a complete system to make you stronger, more mobile, and more injury-resistant for life.